Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I hope you enjoyed that cute little intro, and now we're going to jump right into it. So first I am going to cut off that silk base that is glued onto the lace. If you don't cut that off, then it will be a harsh line, and you'll be able to tell where the lace starts and where it stops and where that silk base starts. So I'm just going to get my scissors and just cut that part off so it will be a smooth transition. So now all that there's left is that little line right there, and that's basically the line that the lace was, or the silk base was glued onto. So now I'm just going to take that line off, and you want to be very careful when doing this because you don't want to rip the lace. So I just plucked it at the top and then I peeled it off, and as you guys can see, the lace looks completely natural now. It looks all one color. So now I'm going to cut the extra lace off, and this is really tricky because as you can see, I went down the middle and cut it off, but now I'm going to take the scissors at an angle, so you see it was straight, and then I took it at an angle, and now I'm going to cut at that angle. And I do that on purpose because I do have a widow's peak and it's pointy right there, so I purposely do that. I would advise for you to take the shape of your natural hairline, and as you can see, it's really crooked the way I cut it, and there's a reason why I do that. It's important not to cut a blunt cut because naturally none of our hairlines are that blunt, and as you can see, there's the little widow's peak that I was talking about. So now I'm going to put my wig onto my styrofoam head, and I'm pinning it down with 2 thumbtacks, which I find really easy. So now I'm going to take the baby hairs, and basically this is the most important part for me and the most tedious part. So basically before I start plucking, I'm taking small little strands of hair and I'm twisting them away. So as you can see there's a twist, and I'm just going to do that all around the hair. And as you can see, I'm taking very, very small strands. I'm only taking the first row of hairs. If you look closely, the hairs are in little rows, and I'm just taking the first row of strands. So that's how thin I like my baby hairs. And after that, there's going to be 3 of them, and I'm going to braid that up so it can be out of the way. And after that, I'm just going to do that all around the head, so you can see it's like one big little braid. So at the end, you should have something like this, and now you're actually ready to pluck the hairline. So the scissors, or not the scissors, the tweezers that I'm using are very sharp, and they're shaped in like a triangular shape. So as you guys can see, when I told you about the hairline being crooked, I told you that that's important because when you pluck the hairline, you're going to match the shape that you cut the lace in. So I really hope that kind of makes sense. This was like the hardest thing to show, but I'm just matching that shape that I made. So I'm plucking as much as possible to match that curve type of shape. And it might look like that, like I plucked a lot, but really I did not pluck a lot. I only plucked as much as I needed to as far as to get the shape. Now I'm going to go further back in the hairline, and this will help make the wig look even more natural. If I didn't pluck the back, then it will kind of look like I didn't really pluck much of it. So plucking further back really helps the wig look more natural. So this is the side that's plucked, and hurry up. That's the side that's not plucked. So you guys can definitely see a difference in the way the hairline looks. So you remember when I told you guys that I have a widow's peak? Now I'm going to really pluck the hair to emphasize that widow's peak, and basically I'm just plucking the sides, and it's going to go at a really defined point, which will really emphasize that widow's peak. So there you go, that's how it looks, and that's how everything should look at the end. And now I'm going to cut my baby hairs. And I cut my baby hairs at a slant or at an angle. I don't do a blunt cut because then it'll be really hard to shape them. And I like to cut them pretty long because that helps shape them as well. And if you want to have, or if you want to see how I adhere my wigs and lay my baby hairs down, I do have a video on that, and I will definitely link you guys. So this hair is from SamsBeauty.com, and I will link all of their information in the description box below so you guys can actually purchase this unit if you want to. But right now I am going to cut the unit because I did not like this cut that it came in. It was just not cute to me. So now I'm going to make it a little bit more even, and I apologize that you cannot see because this fat mirror was in the way, but all I did was just cut it to make it look more even. And then I'm going to flat iron it so I can get rid of that nasty little bump flip thing that's going on back there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this entire video. Again, if you want to purchase this unit, I will put SamsBeauty's information in the description box below. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.